Welcome to Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're going to do a New York Times hard Sudoku dated June 6, 2025. Let's get into it. As you know, I'm based in Melbourne, Australia, and we have a long weekend this weekend, but it is freezing. So there you go. There's my weather report. Alright, so 4 and 4 means that 4 is in this row. That could be the only place for the 4. Alright, so 8 can be there. This can be a 9 across here. And that's really around this 9 and this 9. And there's no 9s there. We can see a 4 and a 4 here. So that's going to be a potential 4 there. Alright, 7 can be also. Now this is interesting. So 7 can't be there. 7 can't be there because of that one and that one, so that's why 7 can't be there and 7 can't be there. So this has left me a 4 and a 7 over here. So that 9 can't be a 9, can be a 7, and that has turned this into a 9. Alright, so what that also means is down this row here is a 7. So we can see here that 1 is down here, 1 can't be in that row, so this is going to be a 1 across here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 can't be there, so 5 is going to be across this row. What that means then is 5 can't be there, that leaves that as a 5. So we'll take that, and that means that this column has a 5 in it there, in that box 8. Alright, so if we know that that is, we know that 1 has got to be there, 2 has got to be there, and 3 has got to be there. And we don't know any much more than that. Okay, 8 is going, so 8 can't be in that column, 8 can't be in that column, 8 can't be in that row. So that leaves this as an 8. So this can be, obviously this can be 2, 3, because it can't be a 1. Actually, by the way, because of this 2 and this 2, there are 2. So 1, 2, I'm going to do this one as to finish it off. So 3 can be here or here, and that's really around that 3 there. 4, 5, 6, so 6 is here, 6 is here and here, so that can be a 6 there. 7, 8 and 9, and you can see here that 9 can be in that row, sorry, column, or that column there. Okay, up here we've got a 1, a 9, so that's interesting, so that can't be a 9 there, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So this is going to be a 3, 6 here, so we'll do the 3s. So 3 can't be in the middle row, and that's really about that, and 6 can only be in these 3 spots here. A bit slow on the uptake there. I'm going to finish this box off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 can only be there. So 7 can't be in this column. No, that's not correct. Yes, 7's at the top there. 7's at the top there. 7's there. So that means that it can only be a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 can be across there. And 9 can be only in that cell there. So it can't be there and it can't be there. So that's going to be a 9. So 9 there. That can't be a 9. So that's a 1. I'm checking that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 6, 7, 8? So that is definitely a 1. And funnily enough, that's definitely a 6. Because 1 and 9. So 5 can't be there and 8 can't be there. So that's right. So that's a 6. That means that these 2 can't be a 6. So 6 is there, 6 is there. So that's definitely a 6. That's definitely a 3. That's a 2. 9. 9 and 3. haven't been. This has been an interesting puzzle. I haven't been really that sure on myself. So that's a 1, and the reason for that is there's no 1 up there because that had to be a 4 and 7, and there's a 1 there. So that will leave me one other number, which is a 2. And by the way, when I look up here, they can't be a 2. So that there is going to be my 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 makes sense there, and it's always been there. That goes to show you how good my checking is. Right, so 5 is always there, 5's always there, and these two are always a 5. World's best checker, not here. Alright, so we've got that being a potential 8, this being a potential 1, and that's really about this one here. 2 can be in these spots here. I'm assuming you can see that that's a 2 there, or that could be a 2. That's a 2 there, so that's alright. So 3 can be down this column or here. 4 can be down these columns. 5 is there. 6 can be here or here. 7, 7's top and bottom. There's a lot of numbers here, and no 9. Okay, so let's have a look at this. 1, 2, 3. Right, so there's no, so 3 is 3, and 9 can't be in that top row, so that's a 9 and one of those two there. All right, what are we going to do next? We're going to do this one. 1, 2, all the outside boxes, and that's really about this 2 and this 2. 3 is the 2 outside columns, and this is around this box here. 3, 4 is here, and that's really about that 4 there. 5 can be in this bottom row only. 6 can be in these 3, and that's around this 6. I'm going to pull that up, right? So 6 and 6, that means that's a 6. All right, so that means here we can't have a 6. Okay, so 6 is there because of this 6 here, so that's a 6. And we can see that this here takes that 6 out, so that leaves that as a 6. Alright, so 6 is there, 7, 8. 8 is here and here because of that 8 there. Alright, so we'll keep going with our little strategy of marking everything. 1, 2, and that's around, that 2 can't be there, and that 2 can't be there. 3 can be in these 2 here because of that 3 there. 4 can only be, so because of that 4 there, that's got to be 4 down that column. So 4 can be here or here, can't be there because of that 4. 5. Alright, 5 is all of those because of that 5 there, and there's no 5 in boxes 3 or 6. 7. 7 is one of these 2. 8 is one of these 5 because of that 8 there, and 9's there. Alright, so 1, 2. So because of the 2 here and here, that's where the 2's can be. Because of this 3 here, it can be there, or it could be there. 4, top and bottom, mainly because of that 4 there. Got to take that 4 off because of that 4 in that column. 5 can't be there, so what's going on with the 5's? So 5 is here or here, so that's a 5 there. 6 is there. 7, oh, very exciting, there is hardly any 7 on this board. 8 is one of these 3, and 9 is also one of these 3. Okay. So we've got some checking to do. We'll see what we can find. So 1 is going to be in that row, so that can't be a 1. What does that do? So 1, and there is a 1 there, so that can't be a 1. you know, I do really check. You must sit here and go, how the hell does he get this right? Right? So 4 can't be there. 4 can't be there because of that 4 and that 4. We need a 4 in that column, so that's a 4 there. And that means it was the only 4 I had. Alright, so 4's there. So 4 can't be in those 2. That leaves that as a 4. Alright, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 5, 8, 5, 8, 3, 5, 8. So today's challenge could be a miracle that we solve the way I've been checking these today. 3, 7. So 3, 7, 3, 7. So that can't be a 7, so that's a 1. That can't be a 1, 3, 7. 3, 7, 3, 7, 1. So that's a 4. That can't be a 4 there. Okay, do I have all the 4s? No, I don't. So that's a 7. That's a 4. Leaving me with this as a 4. And I'm going to take out those 4s there. Alright, 2, 8, 3. Okay, so 4s. I've got all the 4s. Woohoo! 5, so that's 3, 7. So 7 can't be in these. And 3 can't be in these. So that leaves that as a 2, 3, and 7. So this can't be a 7. These can't be a 3. 3, 9, 3, 9. They can't be a 2. 8, 9, 5, 8, 9. So I've got 8, 9, 5, 8, 9. I've got a triple there. So that can't be a 9. So that's going to be a 3 and a 9. 5. So 5, 8, 9, 5, 8, 3. So this can't be a 3. So this number can't be a 2. Can be a 2. Is a 2. Because 2 is there. So that's 2. And that really this is about this 2 and this 2 and this 2. Which means that they can't be a 2. Leaving 3, 5, 8. And so the 7 is there on its own. That leaves that as a 7 and that is a 3. And I hope that makes sense because of that 7 going in there. That's a 7 and that's a 7. We now have 5, 8, 9, which that can't be a 9. Okay, so 9 is out. 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 8, 9, 8, 9. So that makes sense. 1, 3, 8, 1, 3, 8. 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 8. So 3 can't be down this side. So that can't be a 3. Can be a 2. So 2 hasn't sorted itself out. It has sorted itself out a little bit here because they can't be a 2. 3, 7, 8, 3. So 3 is there. Interesting. 3. So let's have a look at the 3s. 3s can't be, is in that column because of this 3 and this 3. So that's there. So 3 can't be there. 3 is here and here, so it's in that column, and a 3 can't be there. That leaves the only spot that can be is a 3. And if you have a look there, 1, 8, 1, 8, that was I just did it a different way. I'd like to say it was to show you, but that'd be a lie. I just didn't see it. Alright, so we're saying that 7 can't be down here. So that's going to be a 3. That means that can't be a 3. That means that's the 3 there. So 3 is there. That means that's a 5. This is an 8. This is a 5. This is an 8. You can see that there's a pattern coming. 5. I've been waiting for this to happen. 8. That can't be an 8, so that's a 9. That can't be an 8 or 9, so that's a 5. We can see that's 1, and we got 7, 9, but we don't know anything more than that. So 9 is there, 9 is there, so that's going to be my 9. That's going to be my 7. So this must be an 8. if that's an 8, if that cell's an 8, this one has to be a 2. If that's a 2 and that's not a 5, that has to be a 1 and an 8 there, leaving the 8 gone, so that's a 1. This here is a 2 because it can't be a 1, and that means it can't be a 2 or an 8, so that's a 7. All right, so we did that in 15 minutes. Pretty happy with that time. Yeah, once again, you know, my notes are getting better, so maybe I've turned the corner. I'm willing to bet when you see me tomorrow, might not be the case. Anyway, that's enough from me for today. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time, bye for now.